Jesus Christ, Sue-an, let's go! Look, you lost your sister because you sat there. And you allowed to see it? Yeah, punch him in the face. Because I'm afraid. I've always been afraid, sorry. I'm just thought of that scene in Game of Thrones. Why are you doing this? This guy is just manipulating hysteria. Okay, fine, but just... You know, at the beginning of this video, I was talking about humanity's tendency to contribute to its own demise. Within media, entertainment, whatever. Yeah, fuck these other people. Gee. You know what's kind of brilliant about this film and in these moments that we have just had is it kind of almost makes you root against humanity. Not humanity as a whole, but we hate this group of people. That's the question surrounding this film, I suppose. She's gonna let them in? No. What? Wow. Obviously, going off of what I just said, they set that up crazy because now I feel bad that I wanted this. Look at the look on his face. That's how I feel. Wow. I'm going to hell. I already did something today that I'm not proud of. I didn't tip somewhere. Sorry, I'm making this about myself. Look, they make you feel guilty, right? I'm picking up carryout. And then I'm going to pay, and it always asks you to tip. You know what? I don't feel bad about that. What did they do? Really? No shame. I'm done with that. I'm really done with that. I'm done with it. I'm picking up my own food. They cooked it. I don't tip at McDonald's. They make me go to the vestibule. Oh my god, I forgot it's her birthday.
아빠는 안 무서워요?
무서워. He's focused on you. He's focused on taking care of you, which, you know, makes him think less about himself. But I do get that you have to work to support your family, and sometimes you get hyper-focused on that. I take back what I said about him I practiced this song just for you, and he wasn't there.
계속 같이 있어줄 거죠?
I didn't want to like feel emotion in this film. I just wanted to scream. Analyst.
부산은 초기 방어에 성공했대요.
어? He's dying.
팀장님, 이거 유선 바이오에서 시작됐대요. 네가 작전 걸어서 억지로 살려낸 그 유선 바이오요.
I didn't even think about how his work might tie into this. Bleak. This just makes this movie so much more about you need to focus on what matters, because if you don't, it's going to result in an outbreak that just yeah, destroys everything. I mean, that's not the message, but it's a big thing. Dude, this conductor, props to this conductor, man, for keeping his composure and staying focused on what he needed to do. Jesus. For Zeus. We have to walk now? We're just embarking for another train to Busan. What? We will find a working train and put it on the far left track?
행운을 빕니다.
This guy's a legend too. I mean, they're lucky they got the one conductor who was like, or has some pride in what he does. Sure, there are plenty of conductors would have been like, I don't get paid enough for this shit, I'm out. Who am I even radioing to? And now he's gonna try and wait. He'll probably wait. I mean, this guy, he understands the assignment. He's such a kind-looking person, too. This is my favorite character, the conductor. I don't even want to know his name. I just want him to be known as the conductor. The one and only conductor. Like the Watcher from Marvel's What If. I'm only making another Marvel reference because of Gilgamesh and, you know. Sok-woo's like the alpha now. He's like the leader of the pack. It's interesting, right? Because when he's completely distracted by what his day-to-day life requires of him, or the societal expectations that surround his life, he's selfish. But then in this situation, he's defaulted on what is empathy, I suppose. Being a leader now? Although he had Seng-hwa show him the way, I suppose. This conductor is awesome. I can't say that enough. Oh, this guy made it? And his underling who just made the wrong decisions. Well, now you guys can profess your love for one another. And he pushes him. That's the complete opposite. This guy is the only one who survives, the one we liked the least. I almost want Sok-woo and the COO to have a showdown. That... Yeah, there's just... Whoa. Are a bunch of zombies gonna come out of the train? This was the one that she had not a crush on at the beginning, but preferred. She knew how to pick them. And he's really good at. I wonder what his batting average is. Jesus Christ! Are you kidding me? He's just throwing people.
야, 어떡해. 빨리 좀 빨리.
Oh my god! If this conductor doesn't get a medal, you don't throw the conductor! Are you fucking kidding me? No! Now no one's gonna know what he did. No! And if this COO, I don't care what his name is. If he gets back, I'm just getting angry now. Jesus. Come on, guys. Holy shit. That's some dad strength, you know, like, you know how they talk about when a mom can lift a car to save her off of her you know what I'm getting at. All the good people die. Oh, and this guy's gonna leave him. This guy's gonna leave him. Holy shit. How do you even film something like this? What if only the girl makes it? What if only Soo-an makes it? Well, this isn't good. The train's just gonna stop. What do you think you're doing? I don't think that's gonna do anything. I appreciate what you're trying to do here. Maybe. Okay. Okay. We are gonna have a showdown. He's gonna kill the COO. Oh no, he's infected. He's done, so he's gonna have to kill this. I don't know if he can, but good. 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 You deserved this fate.
아저씨, 저 무서워요.
Yeah, no shit. You've been scared.
집에 좀 데려다 주세요.
My mom is waiting for me. Fuck, that's...
센세이, 수영구, 과연도.
Stop it! I don't want to feel bad for this guy! Because I get it, I knew he was just a scared little man-child. I knew that.
감염됐어.
This is horrific and haunting. And so... Jesus. No. No, no, no. Now they're never gonna have a good relationship. Well, we can cut off his hand. Oh, no. Can we just cut off his hand? He doesn't need to be at that computer all day anyway. He has a daughter. He doesn't need to play catch or anything. I take that back. That was a gender stereotype. I'm not trying to upset anyone. She could be into softball or something. I don't know.
부산은 안전할 테니까. 그러니까.
No, it's not your fault. She's gonna think it's her fault because she made him take him on the train today. I should have... Fuck. Well... I feel like it's not... I hate that I'm about to use this word because this lady at the gas station always... I was just gonna say, she always says, Peachy Keen, Jelly Bean, whenever I ask her how's it going. I can't imagine it just to be Peachy Keen in Busan. But they're not even gonna make it. Unless this is... Fuck, I thought they would... I thought they'd make it through this and just have a stronger father-daughter relationship at the end. Is she gonna go into labor? No. She is going to labor. Something bad. I don't know what's gonna happen. I've had enough. Just let them be okay. They're walking into this tunnel? Is the movie just gonna end with them going into the tunnel? Oh no, we have the military. I swear to God. I swear to God. They get shot.
원병장님.
Stop it. Stop it. No. Stop it.
터널 맞은편에
Don't do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Stop it. I swear I'm not gonna let this affect me. No, no, don't. Stop. Stop it. I'm literally no. Fuck off. No, dude, no. Please, movie, don't do this. She's singing this song. Oh my God.
생존자 접근 중!
다시 만날 때까지.
Ah, man. The song that she was practicing for her dad saved her life. Honestly, I didn't feel that ending as much because I was thinking about the fact that my buddy texted me it's a brutal movie before I watched this. And then I thought, okay, if this is how it ends and they both get killed, I'm completely detaching myself from this emotionally because I'm not processing that. I hate that. So I was out. I was out of the movie. I was like, nope. Because I was convinced that was going to happen. But then the song that she wanted to sing for her dad. What a fucking movie, man. Off topic. Completely off topic. I had a dream last night. And the only way I know how to describe it is as follows. I went to an amusement park and I became everyone at the park. And they became me. And then, after living all of those collective lifetimes, we all became our individual selves again, entering the park. And that's why I've avoided psychedelic drugs my entire life. Because I just have DMT dreams, sober, all the time. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Maybe I had some sort of traumatic brain injury I'm unaware of when I was playing football in my younger years. I'm not sure. Although, it's probably just my imagination. Anyway, it's been a while since I've watched this film. Am I recording? Good. And I'm just here right now to do my due diligence and add some afterthoughts. Over Christmas, I actually told my sister's boyfriend about this film. The only boyfriend she's ever had that I approve of. That's beside the point, though. Anyway, he's supposedly a big fan of this genre, the zombie genre, but he's never seen this film. So I recommended it to him and told him it was the best zombie movie I've ever seen. And at this point, I truly believe that. I do feel that way. That is indeed my opinion. I understand the hype surrounding this film. For years and years and years it has surrounded this film, and I don't know why I didn't watch it until now. I talked at the beginning of recording these, my intro, how South Korean entertainment seems to avoid the tropes that are often associated with Western entertainment. And this film really does do that by avoiding like overt exposition, other character trappings. But then it does embrace everything audiences have come to love about zombie movies. And then it bottles it in this way that makes it feel epic and grand without becoming something like World War Z. Now, I like World War Z, but the setting of that film, which is the entire world, is so vast that sometimes the immediacy of the situation falls flat and the pacing feels a little off. There are a lot of moments in general that just feel disjointed. Whereas in Train to Busan, as if you're traveling, it's just point A to point B almost. The pacing and everything flows so well. I think the execution is damn near perfect, if not perfect. Putting this father and daughter, along with the complexities of their relationship on this train, is this simple yet brilliant idea. Being close quarters with the zombies allows for a lot of suspense and intimacy. And then we also get off the train at parts, and it opens it up to where you do get that mad rush feel that other films like World War Z have. Because there are so many zombies in this film, way more than I expected. And being on this train, for the most part, lends this element of perspective. What the fuck is Alexa hearing me? Whatever. It lends this element of perspective where you really do feel like you're alongside the protagonists. Just the father and daughter. I'll just label them the main protagonists for the sake of this review. And you learn about the outside world through Seok-woo's conversations on the phone and the TV, which isn't reliable. Again, it just makes the whole experience feel more intimate as you experience this film and meet characters and experience those characters much like you would in the real world, kind of. The pacing and build is wild in this. It's just wild. It starts slow as you get hints of what's going on. After the chaos builds and you board the train, you're then just gobsmacked with droves of zombies. The direction and cinematography really surprised me. Those are things, as well as lighting, which is very, I think, unique in this film, especially the way in which lighting serves the plot. Like them going through the tunnels because of the vision impaired zombies helps them. What I was going to say is those things aren't really something that I'm necessarily aware of while I'm watching the film, because I just get sucked in and I've never been a technical person. I'm always just more obsessed with character and story beats and stuff like that. But it does, in retrospect, really feel like a Hollywood film with a massive budget. I don't actually, how much, what's the budget of this film? Because it surprisingly feels, oh, my service isn't. I think my Spectrum's out or something. I got a text before. It just feels like a massive film. I'll also say that the performances in this film are all basically incredible across the board. And they're aided by the writing, which gives the actors a lot of room to build their characters without telling us everything. Subtle character flourishes like the dynamic between Seok-woo and Suan, Seok-woo and Sang Haiwa. I loved Don Lee's character. I butchered his name enough. I love that they leave his background pretty much a mystery other than the fact that he's an expecting father, but we don't know what he did for a living. There's just so much to interpret there, and then you just ultimately default on the assumption that, the correct assumption that he is indeed a badass. And my favorite character in this film, probably. The homeless guy has a story clearly, but we don't really get to know any of it. Again, they leave that up to the imagination because we don't need to know. And they do that with all the characters. The cheerleader and the baseball player, they're together to the end. He won't even leave her at the end. Can you imagine dying with your high school crush? I hate that bitch. Not in the movie, my high school crush. She was terrible to me. No, I'm kidding. I love her. She's, I'm sure, a wonderful person at this point in life. But that was legendary and beautiful. The conductor, a legend as well. The COO, who really, I guess, in retrospect, is this contrast to what Seok-woo was and could have became. Because he was selfish at first, Seok-woo, until he became the ultimate father, I suppose. So their showdown at the end there does make sense. Gong Yo, I think is the actor's name. His central performance is understated and actually way more effective than I originally kind of even thought about. Because it seems simple at first, but there's a lot he does that not only allows him to be this awesome surrogate for the audience, but lends to his character arc beautifully. As you see how he starts to care more and more about his daughter just on his face. He starts as the guy who closes the door and ends as the guy who helped out others. I mean, you could argue that his life was previously kind of devoted to his daughter, because even Sang Haiwa says that sometimes fathers work so hard because they're trying to provide a life for not only themselves but their children. Regardless, he ends up sacrificing his life for his daughter. I read something online about how this film makes a lot of references to the Korean War. Like I said, I don't have internet right now, so I can't really look that up. So tell me in the comments. But I think the allusions to war make a lot of sense for a multitude of reasons, most of which are obvious, you know, like what it does to people, the government, family dynamics. But all zombie movies and shows throw unprepared civilians into a war zone, basically, and then strip back layers and show us who they really are. But I think who or what you become has a lot to do with who you're surrounded by and what side you're on, which is great to see in a movie like this that sort of shows us the worst of humanity, because then at the center of it is then the best of humanity, what we are capable of, sacrificing ourselves for our loved ones, just love in general, what human beings are capable when it comes to love. And that's what makes this a very beautiful film. Not to mention the unbelievably beautiful performance by the little girl who played Suan. What I did right, I wrote her name down, typed her name down. Kim Suan plays Suan. She was unbelievable. And then the bookend of the song she sings was perfect. So perfect that I should have seen it coming. But this film's kind of exhausting. And again, that's just is a testament to the film's pacing and build, because you should see things coming, but you don't, because you're so into it and you're so in the moment. That's when cinema is at its best. When you're completely in the moment, that you don't see things coming that you otherwise would. Because you sort of go into every post-apocalyptic zombie movie assuming everyone will die. But a good post-apocalyptic movie doesn't keep that knowledge or assumption from being devastating. Especially if the story does a good job at endearing you to its characters, which this does. Acting in characters that feel real. And then you throw in a little moments that don't feel real, or situations that aren't even remotely plausible. I mean, there is a lot of stuff in here that's very pulpy, but all of it all fits together so seamlessly. You know what I didn't even think about when I was watching this? There are no guns used in this film, I don't think. We see the military with the guns at the end, but they don't use them. Not a single shot was fired. I don't think American zombie movie could be made without a single shot being fired. And I never thought about that once. That's how entertaining this was. It didn't need... I mean, it had explosions and shit. So the zombies were great in this. They weren't too extreme, makeup-wise. I compared them to 28 Days Later, the Rage virus. If there were CGI zombies, I'm sure there were in some of the scenes where there's a fuck ton of zombies. It didn't take me out of it at all. I barely noticed, if at all. I didn't even really notice. I'm just saying, of course there was. Yeah, because the actors did such a good job of being believable zombies that it blended together so well. And this film used all of the obstacles, from the trains and the tunnels, the human beings, so well. This was a very well thought out film. I'll just reiterate that sometimes Hollywood zombie projects can feel derivative of things that have come before, even when they're trying to do new things. This film just did what it wanted and delivered. And that's why it's one of the best zombie movies I've ever seen. It didn't feel hesitant in anything it was trying to accomplish. This was a dope film. Super fun, super emotional, incredible. This is what everyone wants a zombie film to be. You want to be on the edge of your seat. You want to feel something. Good characters and a lot of thrills. And that's all I have for this one. Big love to everyone who's bored enough to join me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drive me off this platform if you must. Otherwise, like, subscribe. Dislike for cathartic reasons. Drink water, stay young, and remember, don't be an idiot, be a buffoon. Peace.